It has officially happened, ladies and gentlemen. Scottie Barnes has been named to the All-Star game, as he and Trae Young would be replacing the injured Joel Embiid and Julius Randle in the Eastern Conference. And yeah, couldn't come at a better time, as Raptors fans, we are at an all-time low. Over the last less than a week, we almost lost by 30 to the Houston Rockets, where everybody was just putting up highlight reels on us. We blew a 23-point lead against OKC in double overtime. And then the day after that, which is yesterday, we was it 38 points? We barely scored 100 points on the Pelicans. So it's been a very stressful week. Not much to look forward to as a Raptors fan. Injuries and just overall poor play. But I was, in all honesty, I was gonna make like a negative video about the Raptors and their performance this season and like things going forward. But Scottie Barnes is an all-star, just like Darko Rajakovic predicted. So at least he's doing something right this season. In just his third season and officially with the keys to the franchise, Scottie is averaging just over 20 points, a little more than 8 rebounds, and almost 6 assists a game on about 48% shooting from the field. I think about almost 35% shooting from three. These percentages don't really look that good. It's been very inconsistent. Uh, Pretty good defensive player. I know it's, us being blown out by consistently 20 points on multiple occasions don't really show it, but he has a big impact defensively. And yeah, this is exactly what we wanted. Now that we've traded away OG, Pascal, Fred left, this is Scottie's franchise, and it's off to individually a good start for him. Rookie of the year, and now he's made to the All Star game. Couldn't be happier. It comes in the midst of some turmoil in the team in terms of we can't like play good basketball. We're in a very weird situation where, yes, we've chosen, to build around Scottie, but besides adding RJ and IQ, who are both still trying to adjust and adapt to the team and their new roles, especially with them dealing with injuries. But anyway, individually, this is very good for Scottie Barnes and shows, fans and the franchise like, all right, we have our guy. He still has a long way to go, a lot to develop, but this is a good sign. This is a very good sign. He becomes only the ninth ever Toronto Raptor to be named an All-Star and is the youngest since Chris Bosh. And this would be our third straight All-Star game with a All-Star. It was Fred 2 years ago, Pascal last year, and Scottie now, and hopefully Scottie for the next 10 years as an All-Star. It really was surprising to me, honestly, because yes, I personally had him being an All-Star wildcard. Generally, the reserves, when they're being picked by the assistant coaches, they try to focus on, a combination of team success and individual success. And as you kind of seen, and as I've alluded to, the Raptors have been trashed this year. So he got left out of the reserves, kind of understood. But, with Embiid and Randle going down, 2 spots opened up. So he competed with the likes of Trae Young, Kristaps Porzingis, Derek White, Jared Allen, his old teammate Pascal Siakam. So even though 2 spots did open up, with how bad the Raptors were and Scottie's play tailing off slightly, he's not putting up the numbers he was putting up at the beginning of the season, with him being the number one focus and all. But not a steep drop off as you would expect. So although we had 2 spots open up, I wasn't too sure about it. But news came today. Oh, shout out Trae Young as well. I'm a Trae Young kind of fan, so seeing him get his an All-Star nod is pretty good. I left him off my ballot personally, but good for you. Anyway, very excited about this. Probably the only, not the only, probably going to be the biggest positive coming out of this season. Scottie Barnes being named his first All-Star game, the first of many. Let's fingers crossed. So, congrats, Scottie. Here's to this one and many more in the future. I just also like to point out it's like kind of the perfect year for him to make it in as an injury reserve, because now after the last few seasons, the All-Star game went back to East and West splits. So had it remained like just like a draft pool, how it was the last few seasons, then he definitely wouldn't have made it. You know, you still have guys like De'Aaron Fox, Sabonis, Şengün over on the Western Conference, who definitely I think would have gone the nod over him. But it's a perfect storm. It's a perfect storm. The stars aligned and they shone their light on Scottie Barnes, Scottie B baby. It's safe to say that things have not gone perfectly for the Toronto Raptors this season. And not going according to plan is a very nice way of putting things, to say the least. And while you also can make a very strong argument that Mikal Bridges, Kristaps Porzingis, Derek White, Pascal Siakam, Jared Allen, all of those guys should have made it over him, it doesn't matter. You know why? Because
Scottie Barnes is going to be all-star. He's going to be the face of this league.
Have a good night, everybody. I'll see you all next time.